Recently, I've been calling out Matt Rhodes for talking about organizing the Siberian Power Show X East vs West collaboration because I just didn't think it was going to happen. But this is something that can happen. Matt can make it happen. Take a look at this post. I've made an offer to Andrey. He is his own man, but we've had a friendship for about 6 years. Now so, if there's even a small chance, then I'll make it happen. Only at Siberian Power Show. Another reason why this is even more important is that Smaev cannot really travel outside of Russia. He has to compete in Russia. That's why the Siberian Power Show and Matt Rhodes become even more important to him. So I hope things actually work out and I hope we can see him compete there. If I never saw the Andrey Smaev versus Larry Wheels practice pull, I would have never talked about a possible Smaev versus Brian Shaw super match. But now, even though Larry was clearly exhausted before that practice pull, even more than Andrey Smaev, still I'm going to say that the Smaev versus Brian Shaw super match can make sense. Recently, Hermes Gasparini was also really impressed with the practice pull between Smaev and Larry. He thinks that Smaev should compete and his next opponent should be Brian Shaw.
I saw Smaev, unbelievable, really crazy because Larry is very strong. Dominate like him, like this with Larry, unbelievable. Some fight like with Brian Shaw. Unbelievable fight.
In the past week, we have seen Larry Wheels, Andrey Smaev, Juji Mufu and Brian Shaw on the practice table. And we know for a fact that Larry Wheels is much stronger than Juji Mufu. We also saw that Brian Shaw is also much stronger than Juji Mufu. But Smaev is much stronger than Larry Wheels. It's difficult to draw some conclusions, comparisons here, but still I am going to say that Brian Shaw has proven himself to be at a higher level than Larry Wheels. Larry couldn't beat Brandon Allen, but Brian Shaw did. I wouldn't necessarily say that Brian Shaw proved that he's stronger than Larry because in round 1, fresh for fresh, Larry pinned Brandon Allen and Brian Shaw couldn't do that. So yes, he's a better arm wrestler, but I'm not sure if he's a stronger arm wrestler. And those polls are years apart. Since then, Larry got stronger, Brandon obviously got stronger, and Brian Shaw is also a different beast. It feels bad to somehow beg these strongmen to compete in arm wrestling, but sometimes we have to do that. And since we are talking about Hermes Gasparini, he is really dialed into getting an Artyom Morozov right arm super match. But I am personally not too excited about it. I don't think Morozov was ever in a good enough shape to defeat Hermes, but his first match after his wrist surgery, that too against Hermes Gasparini, I'm not up for that. But Hermes is going to pull in May. It depends against who. I would say if Morozov is not available, then Hermes can pull against Georgy Svetkov. But that depends on whether Georgy is able to beat Michael Todd in December or not. But for Hermes, Morozov is plan A. He would like to stay in the super heavyweight division. If he's not available, then he wants to go down to face Dave Chaffee for the 115 kg world title. Hermes as of now is 122 kilos, but he would try to gain 10 kilos for his next super heavyweight match. I don't think he needs that against Morozov, but he would definitely need that against Devon. And he does want to face Devon. But there's also a catch there. If Devon wins against Vitali, then he has informed Hermes that he would like to go up against Levan for the 3rd time. So then Hermes also may have to switch his strategy depending on that. So no matter how many super matches we have, still things somehow find a way to get more confusing. East vs West Arm Wrestling have announced their 3rd super match for East vs West 21. It's a super heavyweight left arm super match between Anna Gronlund and Jocelyn Brisson. Jocelyn got way too good, way too early for her own good. She defeated Sarah, but then she was thrown to Egle Vedkute and Gabriela Vasconcelos, and she was not ready for that level. This is going to be a perfect test for her. So now the super match card looks something like this. Victoria Carlson versus Ayane Takenaka, 60 kg left arm match. Monster Michael Todd versus Georgi Svetkov, right arm super heavyweight, and then this match. Mention your thoughts in the comment section. Please like the video and I'll see you again.